Good evening and welcome back to CCC grounds here for the second semi-final of the major club T20 cricket tournament. But unfortunately, the game has to be reduced to 8 overs per inning due to the rain-delayed start, and match is expected to start at 9:45, and the power play will be cut down to 3 overs per. So the two captains, Wanidu Hasaranga for CCC and Ramesh Mendis are the most captain. As we say, good evening to Michael Adams. So join me in the box. Good evening, Michael.
Very good evening, Polly. Good evening to everyone. Good to see you. Weather mostly cloudy. That's the weather for us. We've had some rain, quite a lot of rain basically. It's the 8-over game, mostly cloudy still at the moment. But hopefully we'll have this 16 overs to complete this game. And while we are waiting here, we'll go down to see what Kamini Perra has to say about the pitch.
Well, the second semi-final, after a heavy downpour, we are very lucky that we are going to get a game of cricket. Well, the outfield, there are a lot of moisture around, so it will be touch slower than the previous game. Boundary lines are still the same. Hardly any wind now, so that will help the bowlers well. Let's have a look at this. The same pitch, same abrasive color, lot drier. Only thing, because the covers were on for about an hour and a half, there's a little bit on the darker color, so there's a bit of moisture. We saw a lot of turn when Pandu were bowling in the second innings. There's going to be plenty of turn for the spinners. Well, I reckon it will be a huge risk if you're going to bat second. But having said that, because of the reduced number of overs, it'll be interesting. I would say bat and get some runs on the board. Spinners are going to maybe bowl the bulk of the overs.
We heard Kamini Pereira saying there might be a lot of spin, Michael, but the second innings in particular. But he still will say that the captain who wants the toss will bat first and put a good score and put some pressure. And we go down to the pitch, to the toss. Haritha Pereira is down there with the two captains. There we see the pitch, the hoarding of the pitch. You see the similar pitch which we had in the first game. And we see Haritha Pereira with the two captains and the match referee at the toss.
We are here for the toss. We have match referee Wendell Lebroy. The coin is with the CCC skipper Wanidu Hasaranga. The call from the Moors captain Ramesh Mendis. Heads call.
It's a tails.
Kasi Vasiyat Samag මොකද කරන්නේ?
මුලින්ම පන්දු යවන්න තමයි තීරණය කරේ.
ඉතාමත් කෙටි තරඟයක් බවට පත් වුණාට ඉතාමත් වැදගත් තරඟයක් වනිදු.
ඔව් ඇත්තටම මම හිතන්නේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙකටම හොඳ ඔපචුනිටි එකක් මේ වගේ තරඟාවලියක්. අනිත් එක අපි දිවා රාත්‍රී තරඟයක් විදිහට අපි ක්‍රීඩා කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මම හිතන්නේ ඒක කණ්ඩායම් දෙකටම හොඳ අභියෝගයක් සහ මම හිතන්නේ ඇත්තටම තරුණ ක්‍රීඩකයන් විදිහට අපි හැමෝටම ඒක හොඳ අවස්ථාවක්.
ඔබේ හෝම් ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ?
ඔව් ඇත්තටම ඒක අපිට පොඩි ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජ් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා ඒකෙන් අපි කණ්ඩායමක් විදිහට අපි ඒකෙන් උපරිම දේ ලබා ගන්න.
හොඳ තරඟයක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. රමේෂ් කාසිය වාසිය ලැබුණා නම්
පන්දු යවන්න තමයි හිටියේ පන්දු යවන්න.
ඔබ තුන්නිරියව දක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් හැටියට අත්දැකීම් බහුල ඒ වගේම තුන්නිරියව දක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩකයින් රසක් සමගින් මේ තරඟයට එක් වෙන්නේ. ඉතාමත් කෙටි තරඟයක්. මොකද හිතෙන්නේ?
මේක ඉතින් ඕවර්ස් 8කට සීමා වුණා. මොකද අපිට වෙද එක කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න බෑ. හොඳ තරඟයක් දීමට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
සමස්තයක් හැටියට මේ තරඟාවලිය ගැන වචනයක් කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
ඉතාමත් හොඳ තරඟාවලියක්. මොකද විශේෂයෙන්ම කියන්න ඕන සෙමි ෆයිනල් එක සහ ෆයිනල් එක ගහන්නේ අන්ඩර්ලයික්. එය ගොඩක් හොඳ දෙයක් මේ ප්ලේයර්ස්ලට. මොකද නැත්තම් අපිට මැචස් හම්බෙන්නේ LPL එක නැෂනල් ටීම් මැචස් විතරයි. ඉතාමත් හොඳ ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් මේක.
හොඳයි හොඳ තරඟයක් තියුණු තරඟයක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්.
So the story from the middle is that Wanidu Hasaranga won the toss for CCC and they will bowl first.
Yeah, we heard Haritha Pereira telling us that Wanidu Hasaranga has won the toss and decided to bowl first. There you see the teams. CCC, Wanidu Hasaranga, Lasit Kruspul and Nishan Madhishka. Tulnit Segera, Nuan Tushara, Inuka Karunagoda, Isurudana, Chaturanga De Silva, Pawan Sadesh, Vishwa Fernando, and Nishan Perez.
Well, and the movers team for you, Ramesh Mendis is captain. Ramesh Mendis, Sadira Samaravikrama, Shan Fernando, Sitara Gimhana, the wicket keeper. Vishara Fernando, Marsha Tarupati, Shiran Fernando, Pravin Javikrama, Ibin Kenula, and Tarusha Navodya. So CCC have won the toss and they'll be bowling first.
So there we see the two umpires, Ravindra Kotachi and Lyndon Hannibal, the official umpires of the wickets there, and the reserve umpires Hemant Butejo and the match referee Wendell Lebroy. So those are the officials on duty today. See the Moors, the CCC team taking the field. Looks like Isarudana is going to open the attack. It's not.
Well, it'll just be one-way traffic. I think it's going to be one-way traffic here. Just 8 overs. It's going to be bang, bang, bang.
Yes, definitely. First 3 overs will be the power play overs. So both these two teams are very strong teams, with good batting lineups.
See medium pace to operate from commentator's box end.
I think that's Vishwa Fernando. Left arm.
Interesting to see whether they'll get any movement. Should get some movement with the new ball under lights and with after the rains. Just one slip in place and just a short third. Covers, extra covers, and the mid off. On the leg side there, they've got the short fine leg. First delivery in there. Safely negotiated anyway. Short fine, got a deep square leg and a mid on. A wideish, a deep point on the offside. That's interesting. It's going to pull outside the off stump.
So that's Vishwa Fernando running away from us, left arm. Bowling over the wicket to the left-hander. That's trying to push away. There could be a chance of a run out. Missed that hit.
Been gone for all money. Umesh and Vishar are the two opening batsmen. All he had to do is just hit the stumps.
He had plenty of time for that, but didn't get his throw correctly. Two dot deliveries by Vishwa Fernando. It's another wild swing by Umesh.
Make that 3 dot deliveries, Polly, and a very good start here.
They're looking to get on with the game, looking for the shots, get those runs quickly. This is 8 overs per inning. Semi-final. This major club T20 cricket tournament semi-final. There I see the Moors dugout. The players eagerly waiting.
They need to get some runs on the board. Just swinging and missing. Wish we're happy to just bowl that corridor. Starts at the off stump.
So another dot delivery for Vishwa Fernando.
Maybe some of the girlfriends or wives. I think you'll see ladies coming to watch it at this time of the night or else.
An interesting game on the cards, Michael. Two very good teams. They see the last delivery.
Making room, that front foot way down the leg side. Try to make room to hit it in the off, but not making any contact. Again, hurried. Oh, that was a misfield. Lucky boundary, but anyway, Moors will take it.
Well, the ball is definitely going to skid through, Michael, on the field. They have a little bit of moisture in it, and that's exactly what happened, I thought. But the fielder was really not behind that ball.
Got it on the top of the bat polish. I don't think he really connected it. Ball was in there. The field had idea of whether he should go for the catch, but that's not what you needed. Ideal to have another dot ball, but 4 runs on the board. And again, shy of the stumps. If that had hit, it would have been curtains for Umesh, but that's the end of the first over. And Moors have moved on to 5 for no loss.
Fairly decent over by Vishu Fernando. You would have definitely expected more runs in it.
I think, Polly, it was a very good over. If not for that 4 runs misfielded 4, that would have also been a dot ball. It would have been just 1 run in that over. Interesting to see what their target was for that 8 overs when they came out.
Well, if they can manage to get about 80 to 90 runs, that will be definitely a good score.
But I would think more of a 70, seeing with that first over going that way. Just need to play some good cricket. Tushara be operating from the pavilion in, fish off the IPL, and that's the first wicket. Playing across.
Umesh just trying to swing it across, missed it completely. A straighter delivery from Nuan Tushara gets the first wicket. So Moors Sports Club losing their first wicket at 5. There you see that playing across the line.
That was bang on target, Polly, and Umesh has to go back, bowl Tushara for 5 of 7. You need to, even though it's 8 overs, you need to play some smart cricket, but you just need to make sure that you can get runs on every delivery, not give any dot balls.
Just have a good look at the ball first and then try to get those runs. There might be a bit of movement in of the wicket too.
Well, at least a single in every delivery will keep the scoreboard moving. Pressure will be on the bowlers and the fielding side. Sadira Samarikrama, the new bat. Lot of experience.
Yes, definitely the Moors Sports Club must be expecting a lot from him. Got some runs during the season, during this tournament. Nuan Tushara bowling from the pavilion end here at the CCC grounds. That's nicely put away, but there is a fielder down there in the Sportylk boundary, just a single for him. So Sadira Samaravikrama gets off the mark.
That's more like it, Polly. Need to keep that scoreboard moving. See that last wicket, just dead straight. And Umesh just going across the line. No idea. Ball keeping a bit low. But all credit to Tushara. So no slips. With the field in a minute.
Tushara to Vishara. This time driven straight. They managed to get a single. So he's off the mark. That's the first time he had the strike. Vishara. gets off the mark with that single. 7 on the board for Moore Sports Club. Being put into bat by CCC. There's the Sadhara Samar Vikrama statistics. 115 innings, 2,785 runs, 28.13 the average.
I don't think that strike rate is correct, Polly. Don't think it was 12.
Definitely
Not
not. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Hit over mid-wicket.
That's the first 6, is it? Yes, the first 6 of the innings. Now this is good cricket.
Lyndon Hannibal signaling that 6.
This is very good cricket by Sadhira Samaravikrama. Seeing that ball slightly short, moving away. There was no fielders in that area. He's using his wrist. Likes to play that pull. A bit of pressure now on Tushar.
Tushar, 8 runs given in this over up to now. With a wicket in the very first delivery. That one again short, cut away by Sadhira Samaravikrama. Gets a single. Moore Sports Club total moves on to 14 with that single. Sadhira goes on to 8. Vishara Fernando, there you see 12 innings, 88 runs, average of 7.33, strike rate of 75.86.
Love to get that average. Mid-20s.
An opportunity to increase the strike rate also, Michael. Just 8 overs per inning. Need to get his runs fast. Could be off the bat. Yes, a single. More to Vishara. Takes him on to 2. 15 on the board after 2 overs. 15 for 1 Moore Sports Club.
It will be Vishwa again to continue. 2 overs 15, probably in a projected score of around 60 to 70 is what they would like to get as much as possible.
Well, in an 8 over game, it's very difficult to project something, Michael. That's nicely played again by Vishara this time.
They got it covered. Interesting to see how Sadhira will take on Vishwa Fernando.
You see Vishwa Fernando, 34 matches, 29 wickets, average of 20.55, best being 3 for 22. Still going over the wicket to the right-handed Sadhira Samaravikrama. Nicely put away. That's going towards the fine leg boundary. There was a bit of innovation, isn't it, Michael?
Well, it was, I think, premeditated because he had already put his leg down. You can see that replay there. We see before the ball can leave the, and he was looking at that, seeing that fine leg up in the circle. Helps himself to another boundary. Moved on to 12 of just 4 deliveries. Square moved on to 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. Is really good batting by Sadhira. Trying to play with the field. That's where experience counts.
Yes, definitely. Playing with confidence. Sadhira Samaravikrama. That's again nicely stroked, this time towards deep mid-on. They get a single.
He's doing the right thing, making sure they score off every delivery. playing some good cricket. There's no risk in what he's doing.
Sadira Samaravikrama is on 13 and Vishara Fernando on 3. Vishwa Fernando bowling his second over.
There's none for 11. Now he's got his fine leg down on the boundary.
It's again nicely played by Sadira Samaravikrama. Oh, again a bit of misfielding. That's Vishara Fernando gets that boundary.
This is not going to help Polly, who win the toss and have to field first, and then you let the batsman off the hook. The second misfield and the second boundary.
Well, that definitely could have been stopped easily.
Well, there are two fielders converging. Oh, poor.
I think he overran the ball.
Got his hands to it, but like you said, overran it, so losing his balance.
So 25 on the board. We're in the third over of the innings. Moore Sports Club, although they lost a wicket early, they have recovered a bit. That one shot is trying to pull it away, didn't get hold of it.
So some extra pace there. 10 runs conceded so far. See him angling seam as well. His hand was, now that it's going towards the slip, away from the right hand. As wicket of Umesh for 5, bowled by Tushar. Oh, that's cheeky again. Over the head, one bounce into the boundary.
Well, that's nicely played. A lot of innovation in it. 4 more runs to him. Do you see that replay of that? So end of that over, 3 overs gone. Was 29 for 1. Vishwa Fernando completing his second over, none for 19, his figures.
Started off pretty well in that first over, but after that a bit expensive. The skipper Hasaranga coming on from the pavilion end. Interesting to see Polly. The ball will still be a bit dry.
Well, a good competition will be there. Be bowling to Sadira Samaravikrama, who's been playing pretty well up to now.
Sure, Sadir has seen Hasaranga a lot. It's a case of how he plans to manipulate the bowling, not letting him settle. Short down the leg side, just a single.
Didn't get hold of it properly, Michael. Tried to pull it away, got the inside edge and went down towards the short fine leg. Single to Sadira Samaravikrama takes him on to 14 and the score moves on to 30.
Hasaranga, there are 225 matches. That's a lot of matches. 316 wickets with average of 17.28. 3-5 wicket hauls. Best was 6 for 9 runs.
It's again trying to be a bit cheeky. Vishara Fernando gets a single.
Saw him looking around at the field. Thought that's the way to go.
Well, these two batters trying to get runs off to every delivery.
I think probably that's what you need. When they are getting your boundaries or the singles, just don't let the opposition bowl dot balls to you in a shortened game. That time on the legs.
Yes, it's a leg by signal by umpire Lyndon Hannibal. One more run to the total. Takes it down to 32. Again, this time Vishara Fernando going on one knee, sweeps it across. Well fielded inside the boundary. Batters crossover for 2.
That was the googly throwing it up wide. It was very good piece of fielding. Made sure he pulled the ball in before his leg crossed that line. Nicely played again. And again a good piece of fielding. Another 2 runs, is it? Yes. The score. So playing with that field.
Well, 36 on the board. There you see.
Nicely done again. That's what you
Fully
need.
committed to that. Well fielded there.
Vishara now has moved on to 16. It's overtaken Sadira. That one again a dot ball this time to end the 4th over. And Moors have moved on to 36 for 1.
The second wicket partnership is now 31 runs, and these two have a job to do, Gamini.
Yeah, good evening, Hartha. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, since it's an 8 over game, from this point onwards, you need to get 2 to 3 boundaries, really. I reckon minimum 50 from the next 4 overs. But having said that, Isirudana has got the ball in his hand, very experienced customer. Sadira Samavikram has got, he has read the pitch nicely. That hit, 60 hit of Tushar, which is a magnificent hit. Yeah, he'll also will be on a pitch like this when the moisture, when it starts to skid on, the point of impact becomes very important. So you'll have to take that ball in front of your eyes rather than pays off from Isirudana.
We have just seen superb save by Inuka Karannagoda, the Mahanama former schoolboy. Saved a certain boundary when Vishwa Fernando, who bowled an excellent first over, conceding just 5 runs, went for 13. Lyndon Hannibal, senior umpire, ICC panel umpire. Oh, he could bowl very fast and hit the ball very hard during his playing days.
Up in the air, keeper gets under it, easily taken. They're looking for some innovation for Spishara. Isirudana saw him moving towards that off stump and followed him.
You have to be very good to chase somebody like Isirudana. So now 8 victims for Nishan Madhushka. So the second best wicketkeeper as far as dismissal is concerned. Lahiru Davatake of West Capital leads with 9 victims. Yeah, he would be somewhat happy with what they've done, adding 32 runs for the second wicket. Sadir Samavikram will be key.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Moors needs someone with some spark, and no doubt Sadiro has the skill set to come out with something like that.
So Shehan Fernando is a new batsman, product of St. Peter's, Colombo. Isirudana from Balangoda, played for DS Senanayaka, Colombo.
It is not a bad move, sending in a left-hander, because Vanidhu Hasaranga is bowling from that pavilion end, Harita. We all know that the Maitland Place side, that side is the shorter side. So not a bad option to have a left-hander against the right arm wrist spinner. But having said that, he'll have to deal with Isuru Udana here. Six matches, 72 runs.
So correction, Gian Fernando is from St. Benedict's, says Michael Adams. Correction. Oh, second misfield.
Yeah, you got to be very careful when you field on a outfield that bit of moisture after rain. It's just going to skid through. Now have a look at that. I know it's an 8-over game. That's a textbook definition of T20 cricket. First ball you face, looking to score a boundary, looking to play the field. Execution was perfect. Yeah, he was 6 months late on that one. Fernando fielding at who was that? Nuwan. Tushar inside the circle at third.
Good slower delivery. Took the pace off. Absolutely died with pace. But equally well played, Gamini. I know it's an 8-over affair, but you can't hit everything. Match referee Wendell Lebroy, the younger brother of Graham Lebroy, who's also match referee and former test player who played here for CCC.
In the gap, beat the fielder at short fine leg, comes back for the second. Samara Vikrama, that was good bowling from Udana again. Didn't give the speed that the batter wanted. He's got both third and short fine leg inside the circle, so there's not a lot of margin for error.
Dulnit Segera was the fielder.
Well, those numbers just tells you something. Loads of experience. 229 matches. 234 wickets.
He could hit the ball hard and far.
Spliced it. Wicketkeeper. Good running catch.
Brilliant.
Very good running catch. He had to cover some distance.
Boy, with the pads on, he was looking for a triple jump. Nishan Madhushka.
Isuru Udana strikes. That's what he does best. Take wickets in T20 cricket with his variations. Sadira Samaravikrama looking to help that full toss towards the onside. Yeah, he'll be very disappointed with that. That's what happens sometimes when you premeditate Harita in this format, and you get the ball where you do not expect. And in normal game that would have been a very juicy full toss on the offside. But this time it produces a wicket.
He came into this match joint second with Sasindu Malchan of Panadura with 7 victims. Now he is joint first with Lahir Udavatake of AS Capital with 9 victims. Of the 9 victims for Lahir Udavatake, he had 7 stumps. Skipper Ramesh Mendis comes out for Moors.
Vanidhu Hasaranga just the 1 over. Yeah, he's a smart cookie. He knows that the left hander is on strike and the shorter side is onside. So he may be looking to come from the other end. We've got an off spinner. Piris, isn't he?
Yeah. Nishan Piris. He was the one who made a miss at the boundary and conceded a boundary in a previous over. At school he was with St. Peter's Negombo.
Yeah, audacious appeal. certainly the impact was outside the stumps as the batter was skimming towards that off stump. Yeah, his part will play a mighty role here. Yeah, as you can see all three stumps.
Ramesh Mendis played his cricket at Dharmasoka College, Ambalangoda. Utility player. Good with the bat, good with the ball. Oh.
That's been hammered.
He is very good with the bat.
Magnificent hit. First ball you face, go down on your front knee. He looks like he has been playing on this track the last 2 days. That's a terrific hit. Very well timed, off the middle of the bat. And that's a longer part of the ground too.
It was well tossed up and pitched right up at his pads. He had a lot of options and he took the best option in the best possible way. How many runs? You said 80. Oh, wait.
Projected score is 76. Yeah, quicker ball. Idea was correct. Well. That's very poor.
It hit the batter. Unintentional. Wanidhu Hasaranga is not happy.
Yeah, for two reasons he was not happy. One is because there was absolutely no need for him to throw at the stumps, and the other is that he was not at the 30-yard circle to back it up.
Yeah, these are good figures. 41 matches, 44 wickets with a best of 4 for 3. Mendis, they look for 2. Efficient running between wickets. Inuka Karanganagoda couldn't stop the second from Mahanama. A wonderful all-rounder.
Yeah, the most productive over of the innings so far. 11 off with 2 balls to go.
Yeah, I thought Vishwa Fernando considered 3 boundaries in his second over. Oh, well struck. At least a couple. Will they look for 2? They'll look for 2.
Yeah, suddenly the target that we were talking about, 10 runs per over, is not far at all. 78 the projected score, but it's still 7 wickets in the shed. They'll be miss it, but Ramesh Mendis will be happy to keep the strike because 6 overs done, 58 for 3.
Ashan Priyanjan is head coach for CCC. And the cricket convener is Nalin Aponso, who is the head of the tournament committee of Sri Lanka cricket, the chairman. Hemanta Boteju is the reserve umpire. We must say a big thank you to Manika Ge Nandalal, the scorer, for providing most of the stats regarding the players. The same would be said for Jagat Premachandra of Moors, who did the same thing. Good to see Chamara Kapugedara, director of cricket at Moors, back home from Australia.
Isrudana into his second. Yeah, since it's an 8-over game, 3 bowlers could bowl 2 overs, and 2 bowlers just the overreach, and Fernando has already bowled his 2 overs. Surprisingly, Wanidhu Hasaranga has just bowled 1 over. Well, he's got another one left, and Isrudana, this is his last.
Mendes.
High and long, and it's gone.
Oh, that's a long way. That's a long, long way. Short of Tipperary though.
It is out of here. That landed on those old Indo nets.
Massive strike. Second six for him. And I used to say a second maximum for him. So 2 dot balls.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, when you have the ability to hit the ball that long, that you come up with some funny business every now and then. What's the maximum you're going to get out of it? 4 runs. But you got the ability to hit sixes.
He'll fancy it. 9 balls remaining. Ah, well struck.
Woo! A lot of yes and no's, and yeah, had to send him back, Ramesh Mendes. That was a very nice throw, right over the bells. Never easy with heavy ball. After heavy downpour, it can be a bar of soap at times, but now have a look at this throw.
Ah, yes and no. Nishan Madhushka. He's had a hand in 3 dismissals so far. With that sort of return, it's just the ability to take the bails off. If you lose wickets, you also concede dot balls. That's what happens. See, 2 dots and a wicket means 3 dot balls in addition to the 6.
Yeah, when it comes to that last one, it's running for the second one, so you still retain 1. 2 balls to go from Mr. Udana. Can Ramesh Mendes? Oh no, this is Malcha. Find the boundary. Toe end of the bat. Oh, well, I just said that it's a heavy ball. It's never easy when you're feeling in these conditions, Haritha. You know, that was as easy as you could get, and he would probably take 9 out of 10, those catches. But, yeah, he had to have the presence of mind on the boundary line as well, yeah.
Inuka Karanna goda.
Oopsie daisy, she goes down.
Malcha Tarupati played his cricket at Richmond. A lot of Richmond players in this. He'll be very annoyed with himself. In full view.
Well, he's not the first fielder to drop a catch. Malcha scores a boundary off his first delivery.
Could have been a 3rd wicket for Isur Udana.
Well, Haritha Pereira, after scoring a boundary off the first ball, he changes the bat. He's not happy with it.
It didn't clear the boundary. Very highly thought of player. See that strike rate. But he's a better bowler.
Oh, that was travelling. That was hit with some immense power. I'll tell you, who was that? Fernando. I only hope that he has not done any damage to his fingers. That was going like a tracer bullet.
Ah.
Yeah, he's going off. He has bowled his 2 overs, so yeah, get some treatment on that finger, son. Those who have fielded in these conditions, right, with these heavy balls at times, you know, it's a killer, really.
So the average is 7 overs 70 runs, 10 runs an over. Malsha Tarupati, he can be the star.
It's Tushar who opened the bowling. Has got the last over of the innings.
Going for experience. Oh, missed by the keeper. That's the last thing you want. Nishan Madhushka. With the gloves on? You think it's a heavy ball?
Yeah, even he is feeling it. You know, he got inner gloves and they're keeping gloves, but yeah, these are horrible conditions if you're a fielder, really. You know, heavy outfield, heavy ball. Sometimes, really, it's very difficult to get your gauge the speed of the ball off the ground. Nicely bowled, though. Nicely bowled once again. Yeah, see the skills that these guys possess. You know, it's a heavy ball, all right. To take the speed out of the ball without changing your arm speed, you know, it's a hell of a skill that you need to have.
So I said...
bowling with a dry ball is all right, but this is with a heavy ball.
8 balls, 10 runs. Nuan Tushara.
Yeah, I think Hasaranga is telling the keeper, just keep it one glove. He's feeling the pinch, the heavy ball. The previous one, he's not going to go for it. That's a 6.
That's a good strike. A full toss. He took it on the full. Malsha Tarupati.
Yeah, just missing his length. Marginally overcooked it.
Brilliant strike. It's not easy. Those full tosses. You're not expecting it. He can make a big difference. 78 with 3 balls remaining.
Yeah, suddenly I'll tell you what, you know, 7.3, 78, another couple of hits. We got a game on our hands. Nice to see that the crowd stayed back on a Friday night. You know, plenty of activities, but still people watch cricket, mate. Oh, that's a wide, wouldn't it?
Gone. Second run out of the innings. Ooh.
I like to look at that delivery from a side-on angle. From a standing position. Once again, the slow balls have been a lot more effective than pace on.
He bowled it from
yeah, good decision.
well behind the crease.
That looks closer than you think.
Decide for yourself.
Yeah, umpire Lyndon Hannibal. It's past his dinner time now, so.
Come on. Very experienced campaigner.
No. He's got loads of experience behind him.
Ah, well struck. Very well struck. Alcaraz would be very happy with that tennis shot.
Yeah, this was one of the most difficult shots. Only thing, experience that Mendy's got. He was waiting for that delivery. He was waiting for
what?
Waiting for that short delivery and just flat batted and cleared the boundary with ease. Yeah, that's a terrific shot.
He pitched it in his half. Nuan Tushara. Third maximum for the skipper.
At least one coming back for the second. Good running from Mendes. Yeah, that's a nice little cameo from him. 22 off 10 balls. Yeah, we were expecting 80, so one hit more than 80.
2 overs, 24. Nuwan Tushar after picking up the first wicket, conceding just 5 runs. So that means 17. Is it? 19 of the over.
Yeah, good finish for Moores. After being invited to bat first in this shortened game, 8 overs. And you can pretty much play the all 8 overs as the highlight package. There were plenty that was happening. And 3 very experienced quick bowlers, Fernando, Isurudana and Tushar got the...
Then fraction late.
Probably the shot of the innings for me.
Ramesh Mendes, 3 over.
Well, Vishara, Sadira all got starts. There was no hanky-panky when you play an 8 over game. You got to go at every delivery. Ramesh Mendes, terrific hand, 20 off 9. Malsha, 11 off 6, wasn't shabby at all. End of the day, 8 overs. They would have wanted around 90 to 100, but that middle part of that innings where it just halted a touch, but 86, well, competitive, I say.
Yeah, see, Madhushka had a hand in 2 runouts. That's not correct. One was by the bowler, but he was part of it. So he has had a hand in 4 dismissals, Nishan Madhushka. And he will come out and he'll be opening for CCC 2. But as you said, this is a fine exhibition rather than having a toss-up or a side going through because of the faster run rate. We'll take a break and come back with the reply from the home team.
A very good evening to all our viewers back for this chase. 86 needed for CCC to enter the finals. So say good evening to Gamini. Good evening, Gamini.
Hello, Michael. Hello, everyone. Yep. Very competitive score, 86. It'll be interesting to see, as we saw in CCC, well, the pace is bowled 6 to their 8 overs, and now that the pitch is dry, whether the Moors will apply a different tactic, and obviously they don't have quick bowlers in their ranks as good as as famous as CCC, but yeah, they've certainly got spinners.
Yeah, the thing is, Gamin, I think if the ball is played into the outfield, the ball gets a bit wet. It's not going to be easy to grip. So that's Chan Madhushka and Cruz Pulle, the two opening batsmen.
Yeah, Ramesh Mendis, Praveen Vikrama Pereira. Yeah, they've got spinners, like you said. Yeah, how they will apply to defend this 87 and make it to Sunday for the all-important final.
So let's start with pace. Madhushka to take strike. Had a good game with the gloves. 2 dismissals.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting 30 plus minutes here at CCC under lights. Club tournament is being played under lights for the very first time, Michael, and well, there's plenty of excitement. Ishan Madhushka, 111 strike rate. Well, he'll need a bit more than that. Oh, wow. That has gone to SSC, I think.
Well.
What a start. Picked it up nicely. Length delivery. Extending his hands. That's a monster.
He's in a hurry, Gavini. Just wants to get over with it. Come back on Sunday. Oh.
We saw one landing on the roof from Mendis.
Was this on the road?
This has cleared the roof.
Further than the roof. Well, that was some shot. This pictures Gamini brought to you by ThinkCube and Quadrangle. There you see Lasit Cruzpille, 59 innings, 1,206 runs. Average of 20, but that strike rate 130.09. So both these batters can hit the ball a long way. Shiran again. This time.
Very similar. And that's not far from the previous one either. Only thing, this was a lot straighter. Well, Michael, you better get that box of balls out because 2 lost balls.
I think that one would be. It kept the fielder. If you see, it was high up. It kept the fielder, in it. Kept running back.
That's a perfect swing. It's like the 3 iron. For you to get the timing and distance, you need to continue both your hands through the direction of the line, Michael. If one works against each other, you're going to mistime it, and that's why it's a magnificent swing from Madhushka. Fernando.
47 wickets in 35 matches. Best of 4 for 19. Average pretty decent.
Yeah, not in this game. He's not. 2 balls. 2 massive sixes. Well, here comes the 3rd ball. Keep few more ready. The way Madhushka is going.
Let's hope they have a few more balls.
Yeah, you might not have to come to the grounds. You just stand outside. You might pick up a few balls. That's the first one.
That
That's
was-
over, yeah, more towards mid-wicket cow corner, but this was terrific. Once again, we saw from Hallenberg the base. That's pretty much the key for that shot.
That was
Look at his feet. It's nicely planted. She loves him to swing through the line.
that was hit really high. Some power
Will we see a slower ball?
or a bouncer. Full toss. Stealing in boundaries. Like I said, he's in a hurry.
Well, when you chase a total of 80 plus in 8 overs, you need a big over. Haven't they got a big one to start with? 16 off 3 balls. Straight away, that run rate has come down. And it's a manageable one.
Feel for
There
the
you
bowler.
are. Under 10 runs per over suddenly.
Feel for the bowler. Where is he going to land it next?
I reckon he needs to change the speed. Now what has he got? He's got short third, short fine leg, short square leg. Those are the 3 fielders inside. Now the square leg, square leg goes back. So he's giving something for the batter to think about. But do not bowl around his chest. It's going to disappear. If you're going to bowl a bouncer, it has to be near his chin. So a point, cover, extra cover, and a mid-off. All the offside fielders are inside the circle. Nice, very nice. We saw some power, we saw some elegance, and we saw some touch from Madhushka. Nice hands, those are.
Got shots all round the wicket. Checking if that was one for the over. Yes, definitely. Nicely worked that. So 20 in 4 deliveries.
There's a happy coach. Certainly after first 4 balls, suddenly the difference between runs required and ball has come down to 23.
Much better delivery. Still manages to get the single.
The first conventional shot we saw, Michael.
Tend to feel for the bowler because sometimes you're just running. Wherever you bowl it, it disappears. A lot of talking to by Sadira and the skipper. Want to just get this delivery out of the way.
Well, he'll be very happy that he's bowling at a new batter. Not to say that Bruce Pulley is not capable of hitting the ball out. Oh, lucky. Very lucky. Straight to the field, otherwise that could have been another boundary too. So the first over, 22. 4 boundaries in it. What a start.
I'm waiting for that over to complete. This is Spain music. It's Praveen Javikrama.
Yeah, we've all seen what Madhushka can do against speed or pace on. So the Moore skipper Ramesh Mendis, being a spinner himself, he doesn't have a lot of time to muck around with. He needs to go for the jugular. So he brought his ace left arm spinner on, and he'll be bowling from the pavilion end. So the longer part is towards that Independence roadside. Needed a direct hit, would have been gone for all money. Javikrama could not pick that ball up cleanly. There was a half chance to get Bruce Pulley out.
Oh, it's direct to the fielder. That was Close call. Oh yes. Couldn't gather the ball, or else it was definitely the first wicket.
So let's have a look at this field, Michael. 5 fielders on the offside, 4 of them inside the circle. Mid-off goes back, mid-on is inside, straightish mid-wicket towards a cow corner, and 2 on the onside behind the umpire.
2 fielders allowed out of the circle, and the ball goes to one of them.
Yeah, after that expensive first over, Moors will need a much better over, maybe around 6 mark, to bring the game back. Out! Oh! How many times we've seen in this match. This ball is what, only 9 balls old, so you can't really, well, don't know, still went to those water what's that, but yeah, that's another easy chance gone begging.
You went with the wrong way of catching it. Gone with the reverse cup might have been easier. Sometimes you get caught in 2 minds which way to go for it. A wild swing, but is that a leg by? Yes.
Yeah, this is good bowling. Madushka was, we've seen few missed chances, fumbles. Well, the conditions are not ideal. Heavy ball. This was from CCC. Some of the boundaries, missed catches. Back line. Not off the middle. Yeah, this has been a very good over.
But when you compare, here we see the these should have been taken.
Yeah, once again from CCC when they were in the field, and already we've seen a couple from Moors. Yeah, nicely bowled. Very fine over from Praveen Jayavikrama. 5 singles and a leg by. So it's back to even Stevens for Moors. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for them after that expensive first one. Just a 6 or 5 runs. Or it should be 6, wouldn't it? With the leg by. Bowlers figures none for 5.
Yes. Go for a short break. Of just 2 overs. 36 deliveries left, 59 runs.
Yeah, Marcha Tarupati, 30 matches, 31 wickets, very nice average. But there is a bit of risk involved here, Michael. He's bowling to 2 destructive batters who has power, and the shorter side is the onside.
And leg spin. Doesn't get it right. You go for runs. Starts off well. But they need to pick up some wickets, Gavin, if they need to, have a chance of going through to that final on Sunday. Oh, that's the first one.
Well, wickets plus dot balls, and certainly there's a wicket and a dot ball. So, great start from Alsha. Cruz Pulle.
Put it across the line.
Yeah, it just dipped on him. Yeah, nice loop. Well, you can't say that ball is a heavy ball. There's a lot of turn. That's nicely bowled.
Should have tried to go over the bowler's head. Might have.
Yeah, but still in any form of cricket, you want wickets, you go for that wrist spinner.
Yeah, definitely.
Can't go wrong.
Spinner goes for 4 of 5 deliveries. Chaturanga, the new batsman. Left-hander coming out. This is exactly what was needed. Pick up another couple quickly. Yeah, we can change. But CCC will be just walking away with this.
Chaturanga de Silva, brother of Vanindu Hasaranga. Surprisingly, he was not trusted to have the ball in hand today. 125 matches, once again, a lot of experience, very good all-rounder.
Oh.
Googly did not pick it. I don't know whether the wicket-keeper picked it either.
I think, yeah, even the wicket-keeper had no clue. That would have been a stumping chance. All this will count in the end. Chaturanga not picking it.
Yeah, Malcha will be very disappointed with that. Should have been a dot ball. Nicely hiked. Targeted the shorter side. Got underneath it. This time he picked the wrong one. Goes inside out. Chaturanga. That last one, he must have got some edge on it because he's on 10. That means the previous one was a boundary. So
I was just going to tell you that showed as 4 runs, so it must have got some edge.
So it comes down as a costly miss. The next ball cost you 6.
I think that's why the bowler was not very happy. It's 48 needed of 32. Target looks pretty easy now. Pulled away. Fielder there in the deep. Just the 1 run. Chaturanga quickly moves on to 11 of just 3 deliveries.
Yeah, the required runs and balls left, the difference is 16. Yeah, when you play a short game like this, it's not a huge margin because it doesn't matter how many wickets that you got in hand. So they've already got 9. So its current run rate is 14.12. They've basically wiped out nearly half of the runs that they require.
Maybe trying to get these runs in a hurry. Not sure whether it's going to rain.
Yeah, you need
to complete the 5 overs, and if they can have a decent runs, if some decent runs on the board, they'll be through.
And also the fact that Michael, when you chase a total in this nature, you don't want to leave it to the last over. You need to try and get close as possible, probably in the penultimate over, so you don't have to do much in the last. And
after 3 overs, it's 40 for 1. I think that's their main idea, to go hard at it, not wanting to take it all the way to, like you said, to the 8th over. Maybe try and finish it in 6 or 7. Is to make sure when you're at the end of the 5th, you need to be in front. This weather is very, very dicey.
Praveen Javikram bowled a terrific over from the pavilion end, but he's been taken out. Malcha has been brought back. Oh no, who's this? This is Tarusha. Tarusha, right arm off spin against the left-handed De Silva. That's up in the air, but he's got the distance. Yes, you bet he has.
It's on the balcony. Catch taken on the balcony.
Yeah, and a one-handed one too. Whatever they're drinking, it's working.
Well, we can see that.
Now have a look at this one.
The ball caught the hand. Dealing in sixers. I would have liked to see Praveen bowl his second over. Try to put some pressure on the batsman and pick up a wicket. Chaturanga 17 of 4. He's having some fun. Another one in there. Two field. Oh, comedy of errors. Two
Well,
fielders going for it.
Comedy of errors. Two fielders getting underneath it. Sajida Samaravikrama is livid with himself. I don't know whether one called or both called.
But no one heard. Because both were still going.
Oh, well.
Thank God. No one has got injured. Oh.
They both kept the eyes on the ball.
Jimmy said no one saw the other one. One in front of the other. De Silva leaves few more deliveries now. 49 on the board. 3.3 overs. Madhushka has taken a backseat.
He hasn't had the strike. Chaturanga, 20 off 6. Well, it's all happening here at CCC under light, I'll tell you. Big sixers, drop catches, run outs. That's in the gap. Just falls short of the fielder. Coming back for the second.
That's very good running. Moved
50 on the board, Michael. 3.4 overs or 5 or 4. Yep. 36 off 26. The difference is 10.
Get it now, Kamini. That's an easy target.
Yeah, unless something dramatic happens over the next 6 balls or so. Yeah, CCC are controlling proceedings at the moment. Yeah, that's over the infield. And another boundary. We have plenty of exercise for Hannibal in the first 4 overs. Sixes, fours. And also the fact that there's definitely a change on the surface. It was a lot slower that first game, but with a little bit of moisture. As you can see, it's skidding on. Ball is coming nicely onto the bat. A lot of big shots being played, and they're timing it well too.
Yes. It's not easy for the bowlers also to grip the ball. Oh, that's another one. That'll be taken. Oh, and another one. Another one bites the dust. Drops that. That's another 6, like you said, Hannibal. He is having a field day with the 6s and 4s.
Yeah, he has cancelled the gym session for tomorrow. Lyndon. Yeah, never easy running around the boundary line with a heavy ball. Well, that's 6. Michael there. Oh, he was, what, 10 yards inside, wasn't he? It's 4 overs, 61 for 1.
Thank you, Gamini and Michael. The way it's going, it'll end up in the next 2 overs. Polly?
Yes, exactly. Another 61 on the board, 61 for 1. CCC needing another 26 runs to win of 24 deliveries. Jai Vikrama. It's another single there. They're
Yeah,
getting runs quite easily, Hartha.
Yeah, Chaturanga De Silva, the elder brother of Vanidu Hasaranga De Silva, played cricket for St. Aloysius Gaol, unlike his younger brother who played for Richmond Gaol. Nishan Madushka, he was brilliant behind the stumps. 2 run-out assists and 2 good catches. He had an aggregate of 157 coming into this game, lying 4th in the most runs scored. Oh. He's having a horrible game.
Runs coming quite easily. See, Madushka moving on to 40. That's a poor bit of fielding again.
Shiran Fernando, who conceded 20 plus in the first over. Missed opportunities on the field. Moors have lost this game. Madushka on 40, he had a top score of 79. Third highest individual run scorer in the tournament so far.
Yes, there you see he's on 41 today. Getting those runs of 15 deliveries. A lot of big hits in this innings. Both these two batters cleared the ropes quite easily.
Yeah, there have been 2 century partnerships, both for the second wicket in this tournament. The highest was 110 for the second wicket. Lassit Kruspulle and Dulnit Segera against Kurunegala Youth, but Kruspulle departed quickly. Segera has not come into bat yet. The other one was 104. Patum Nisanka and Lahiru Dara for NCC against Kurunegala Youth once again.
So that's nicely played by Madushka, but there is a fielder there right on the boundary. They cross over for 2. So 17 runs needed of 19 deliveries.
So Sitara Gimhan keeping wickets has a word with Praveen Jayavikrama. Praveen Jayavikrama played for St. Sebastian's Moratua. Nishan Madushka played for Moratu Vidyalaya.
One, the Harsaranga might be quite happy with the poor performance of his boys.
He must be elated.
Tossed up delivery wide outside the off stump, wide signaled by umpire Ravindra Kotachi.
I wonder whether Shammi Silva, the president of Sri Lanka Cricket, is watching the game. Most probably yes.
Done a great job here, Hartha, getting lights onto CCC grounds. It's nicely played again, going towards the cover boundary. 2 more runs. CCC trying to finish off the game as quickly as possible.
They're not racing against rain, I'll tell you that much. The Lotus Tower in front of us. The Alta high rise, all visible. The first cricket club to have lights.
Yes, definitely. And this is the first, you see that replay of that drop catch.
Vishara Fernando was the offender. This was high. Ooh.
Well, that was a poor bit of calling between those two fielders. And then again another one.
He was running quickly. And then Shiran Fernando.
Well, I thought Moors did very well in their batting, getting 86 runs.
This is a huge partnership for the second wicket. 5 overs. 73. Ramesh Mendis, the skipper, had a hand with the bat. Good hand. 71 wickets. 4 for 17. Average is a little bit too high.
Coming to cooler things down, but I thought Haritha it's a bit too late. He should have been coming in a bit earlier.
He wouldn't have a bargain for the fielding lapses. That's Chamara Kapugethara, Director of Cricket at Moors. Dashing bat from Dharmaraja.
Wonderful player he was.
Yeah, very good fielder too. Great inspiration as a player. That's Rehan Piris, one of the substitutes. Royal captain for the next year, first 11. Still under 17, mind you.
A lot of cricket left in him, especially school cricket. 75 on the board, 12 more runs needed, plenty of time remaining for CCC.
Unsung hero, Chaturanga De Silva.
That's wide being signalled by umpire Lyndon Hannibal.
Good to do the area books for him.
You see Chaturanga Silva getting 24 of 11 deliveries. Nishan Madushka, the man, 46 of 18 deliveries, Haritha.
He's heading for another half century. We saw Vishen Halambage completing a second half century. Nishan Madushka is well in line to do so. Here another opener.
Plays a beautiful shot, got right on top, put CCC right on top in the very first over itself.
Oh, he's conceding wides on either side of the wicket, Ramesh Mendis.
Well, that ball did turn a lot. Do you see that?
They can take it easy. It'll be a great initiative on the part of CCC to qualify for the final on home ground.
Well, so the final will be played under lights here at the CCC on Sunday.
Come and watch the game.
Definitely.
Panadura. Ah, huge. They are striking it very, very hard and high. Chaturanga De Silva. The magnificent innings.
Both these two players have been getting runs quite easily, as I said earlier. Plenty of sixers and boundaries coming in this innings. Chaturanga De Silva and Nishan Madushka. Started off with the very first over, 20 runs coming off the first over itself. 24 runs, I think.
Another huge partnership. So two good partnerships at the top of the innings. The first one was absolutely dominated by Nishan Madushka, but this one, Chaturanga De Silva has outscored Nishan Madushka. I don't think he bowled. He's a good bowler. I only hope that a full match is possible on Sunday night.
Yes, definitely being a final and first time played, a club final played under lights.
Oh, brilliant delivery. crept through Malcha Tarupati.
That's he's getting his second wicket. 2 for 12 his bowling figures. That one kept a bit low. Madushka tried to push it off the back foot, missing it completely.
Oh, he missed out on a half century, but he has done the damage, starting off with a couple of sixes in this run chase. 20 ball 47, 3 sixes, 4 fours, strike rate 235.
Great strike rate. Well, unfortunately missed the half century. Batted so well.
Then the Dulnit Segera, the new batter from Mahanama. He was usually batting at number 3. But today the difference is Chaturanga De Silva coming at number 3.
Well, a shorter format of the game. Just 8 overs. The second semi-final.
Shorter format of the game made so much shorter. Rain. See the strike rate. LD. Malcha Tarupati. 2 for 12. Both wickets to him.
Quite a good leg spin bowler. Tossing that ball up again this time. Nicely played. Straight down the ground. That could be it. Yes, it is. It's gone to the boundary.
Yeah. With 8 balls remaining, winning by 8 wickets CCC against Moors in a game shortened to just 8 overs aside because of heavy rain. Second semi-final. So CCC will meet Panadura on Sunday night under lights in the final.
Well, that will be a great final. Both teams are playing pretty good cricket. We saw Panadura playing very well in the first semi-final. They managed to get the better of Moors, and now CCC getting the better of they managed to get the better of
Moors.
Moors, okay.
Panadura beat NCC.
Panadura managed to get the better of NCC, and now CCC get the better of Moors. So the final will be on Sunday between Panadura Sports Club and Colombo Cricket Club here at the CCC grounds.
So they started off very well. Nishan Madushka 47. Lasit Cruz Prulle made just 4, but there was a 40 partnership there. Then Chaturanga De Silva joined Nishan Madushka in that huge partnership. Both wickets to the same bowler, but they had done enough damage. See, 3 sixes each for Nishan Madushka and Chaturanga De Silva.
You see the bowling, nothing much to comment on. Malcha Tarupati 2 for 16. Pick of the bowlers, no doubt. Praveen Javikrama bowl 2 overs for 17 runs. There were 4 extras, 6.4 overs, 89 for 2.
That 56 run second wicket stand, Polly absolutely took the game well away. 29 for the first wicket, so 2 good partnerships. They had to have a good start and play sensibly, and this is what happened. Shiran Fernando was cleaned up. First ball by Nishan Madushka and repeated the compliment.
What a start it was by Nishan Madushka. They managed to get 20 odd runs in the very first over. Kept on going. Sixers and boundaries. That was a nice shot. Watched the ball very well.
First 4 balls, 20 runs. Lasit Cruz Pulle cleaned up by Malcha Tarupati. 29 for 1. Then he started with that boundary. Chaturanga De Silva promoted in the batting order.
From here on, it was Chaturanga De Silva taking control of the innings. playing some beautiful shots.
In between there were plenty of missed opportunities, fumbles.
I think most got themselves to be blamed, Haritha. Had they taken those catchers and stopped those boundaries, they might have had a better chance. Managing to get the better of Moors by 8 wickets to come into the final, which they will be playing. Here you see the summary of the game. Was 86 for 5 in 8 overs. Ramesh Mendes 20, Sadira Samaravikrama 17 and Vishara Fernando getting 16. Isarudana bowled pretty well, 2 for 20 in 2 overs, and Nuantu Sharagal 1 for 24 in 2 overs. Colombo Cricket Club 89 for 2 in 6.4 overs.
Nishan Madhushka 47, Chaturanga De Silva 30, and Malcha Tarupati picked up both wickets, 2 for 16. Let's take a look at that. Shiran Fernando 22 runs in the first over that was bowled in the CCC innings.
I think that was over that cost the game very much. From there onwards, there were no stopping CCC batters getting those runs. They were going after the bowling.
Must give credit to the ground staff at CCC. They were fully taxed, and really it was not an easy task for them, but they managed to prepare and give the cricketers a chance.
And also,
to play.
Haritha, even this 8-over game, especially because of them, they did a lot of hard work to get the ground ready in time to at least to play 8 overs in the second semi-final.
So on behalf of our team, we say thank you very much for being involved in the 2 semi-finals, and invite you to join us on Sunday night. The scheduled start is 7:30 in the final T20 Sri Lanka Cricket Major Club Segment A 2025 tournament between Panadura and CCC. Until such time, good night from all of us.